distinctly when it began, but it was months ago. The general tension was horrible. To a season of political and social upheaval was added a strange and brooding apprehension of hideous physical danger. A danger widespread and all-embracing. Such a danger as may be imagined only in the most terrible phantasms of the night. You recall that your fellow mech warriors went about with pale and worried faces, and whispered warnings and prophecies which no one dared consciously repeat, or even acknowledge to themselves that they had heard. A sense of monstrous guilt was upon you and the land, and out of the abysses between the stars swept chill currents that made mech warriors shiver in dark and lonely places. There was a demonic alteration in the sequence of the seasons. The summer heat lingered fearsomely, and everyone felt that the world and perhaps the universe had passed from the control of the known gods or forces to that of gods or forces which were unknown. Later that night, you retreat to your barracks, and there retire to your rack. You descend the 1,000 steps of slumber and enter the dreamscape that only the weariest of mortals can lay claim. You wander through the cyclopean structures, lost in an unimaginable, infinite landscape. You become aware that you are possibly not asleep. A putrid smell permeates the air, the greasy feel of the stones about you. No, you cannot possibly be asleep, for all is too real. There is a misty, humid darkness around you. The air is charged with fear. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of the unknown. Fear is our deepest and strongest emotion, and the one that best lends itself to the creation of nature-defying illusions. You begin to feel in the rising gloom that at which dogs howl at in the dark, and that at which cats prick up their ears after midnight. A gorish sunrise commences, filled with gorish purples, blood reds, and infinite blackness. The sunrise does not light the landscape, but mysteriously lingers towards you. The misty air slowly parts, and before you the dark universe yawns, where the black planets roll without aim, where they roll in their horror unheeded, without knowledge or luster or name. Before you hovers Yog-Sothoth. Your fears inside you abound, but your training reacts. You know that your sole ultimate factor in human decisions is physical force. This you have learned. However repugnant the idea may seem, if you are to protect yourself, reliance on anything else is fallacious and ruinous. Through sheer force of will, you create that which you have used to create fear in others. Your physical force. Your Widowmaker.